Everybody knows just what it's like to feel love, whether it's a friend, family, or the powers up above. We go through our lives just wanting to feel accepted, so respect and friendship is something that's expected. But along with that comes a fear of being rejected by the very people with whom we want to connect with. At some point you grow up and you learn to accept it, but that don't mean winning haven't you are deeply affected. Growing up, I myself had a few crushes, the type where they look at you when your face blushes, but came to realize that they were only skin deep, attracted to the looks but not the person underneath. In love with the idea of being in love, that want to feel that connection just ran through my blood. Wanted to be in a relationship, growing impatient, didn't mind who it was with, I was being complacent. I tried a few times, was only met with rejection, and eventually it built up to me feeling dejected. I was scared to try again for fear of the shame, and I decided I didn't want to deal with the pain. But then I met this new girl, to our school she came, and the feelings that I felt for her wasn't the same as what I'd felt before. No, this was something much more, it wasn't surface level but a deep attraction to her core. But I was scared to make a move, so she moved on to someone else. It took me 3 whole years before I told her how I felt, but by that time we had already drifted apart, and she just didn't share the same feelings for me in her heart. Compared to previous rejections, they definitely hurt, but the pain I felt from this one was a million times worse. I had to learn to accept it and move on in the end, but it wasn't long before I felt those feelings again. She was a classmate on campus and a very close friend, yet over time I felt I wanted something more instead. But then she moved back home right before I could act. Halfway across the country, took her 2 years to come back. During that time apart, I'd already told her how I felt, said she was flattered, but she didn't feel the same for me as well. She started going out with another friend from my class, and while I'm happy for them, I can't help feel kinda sad. I often wondered how differently things might have played out if I put into action all of the plans I laid out. Instead I took my time waiting for the girl to come around. The fear of being turned down kept my feet bound to the ground, but I'm tired of telling myself the right one will come, instead of going out and looking for the perfect someone. But no matter what happens, I'm not alone, because I'm just like everyone else, and we all wanna feel love.